This has to do with Christians and foster care. This is the first article. Christening baby would hinder adoption, says social worker.
Oh my gosh!
So these two parents, they're going to give up their baby for adoption. They're not married.
Okay.
But they want to kind of be involved in their child's life, but they know that they can't, raise this child properly.
I think that's weird, but I'm following.
I know. They're young, I guess. And they asked the social worker, can we christen the baby? And she said, well, I got to tell you what. If you christen this baby, it's not going to have that great of a chance to be adopted.
Right. Wow. Seriously?
Yes, serious. So
because somehow christening is like putting like a hex on a child or something. I mean,
there's a lot, from what I've noticed, there's a lot of anti-Christian bias in Great Britain in a lot of the stories that I've been reading. A social worker told parents the chances of their son being adopted would be hindered if he were christened into the Christian faith. Probably accepted if he was christened into the Muslim faith. The unnamed social worker from Kent, Southeast England, met with the birth parents. You can read it. You read it in your British accent, and made the comments after they expressed their wish to have their son baptized.
The father, who taped the conversation, complained, and the social worker admitted that she said what she said. At a later court hearing, the Telegraph reports, at a private family court hearing in Chatham, Kent, Judge Richard Scarrett called the comments regrettable and urged Kent County Council to hold an internal investigation into the social worker's conduct. Judge Scarrett said in his ruling, she admitted that she had informed the parents that a christening which they wanted might reduce the pool of possible adopters. She told the parents that it would hinder adoption if the child was christened into the Christian faith. It is regrettable, in my view, that the social worker had indeed acted as the parents stated she had, he added. Council officials had initially asked the social worker to make a decision about the baby's future. Social services had intended to put the now 15-month-old up for adoption, but decided he could live with a relative instead.
So, going on, it actually, it goes on to say that this is not a one-time thing. He says, I'm not remotely surprised that the parents felt when the care plan was one of adoption outside of the birth family, that the social worker was gunning for adoption, if I might put it so cruelly, basically saying that, we're gone. Is your phone distant?
Yeah, I don't know if I wasn't plugged in or what. Keep going.
Okay. He added that despite the parents wanting to be part of the child's life and for him to be raised by family, she appeared determined to have the child adopted out to strangers. This child social worker was like, listen, I don't want this kid in your family. I don't want this kid christened. I don't want to work with you. I don't want to work with Christians at all. It's just a really weird situation. The chief executive of the Christian Legal Center said, sadly, it is not the first time we have seen an underlying hostility towards Christianity from someone in a position of responsibility for vulnerable children. The judge was right to expose and challenge this, and the matter should be fully investigated by the local authority. And Christian Institute Deputy Director said, the idea that associating a child with the Christian faith would somehow make him harder to adopt is so far from reality, it is hard to believe any social worker would actually say it. Children looking for an adoptive family sometimes identify themselves as Christian and ask to be placed with a family that shares their faith. These children need understanding. No one should make them feel under pressure to hide or deny their faith in order to be adopted. It is not the first time social services in the UK have opposed Christians over the upbringing of children. In November, a Christian couple who raised objections to the children they were fostering being adopted by a gay couple were told that they could not adopt children themselves because of their concerning views.
That's ridiculous. Sorry, I'm pulling you guys all up on Leah's phone.
So there's a huge, listen, you guys, we're supposed to be able to have freedom of thought, freedom of expression.
Right.
And the idea that you would express that the children that you're fostering should go to a home with a mom and a dad.
Right.
Is mind-boggling that they would say, well, you can't be a parent then. You can't have any parents if you think that that's a bad thing.
Right.
I was thinking about Moab. And the
mother of all
bombs. And Russia came out with the father of all bombs. And then I made a joke. Then they had a transgender bomb, but it wouldn't go off because it wouldn't identify as a bomb.
Stop it. That was a really good joke.
Boom, boom,
ha, 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 ha.
Okay, I thought that was funny. All right, but this is not the only time that social workers get in the way of Christians. It's two stories, same day. This here in America. Parents denied foster children because they won't lie about the Easter Bunny.
Wow.
I'm not even kidding you. Okay, so actually this is not America, this is in Canada, sorry. our neighbor up north. All right. So a devout Christian couple is taking the Hamilton Children's Aid Society to court after it ruled them unfit to foster as foster parents for 2 girls because they would not tell them that the Easter Bunny was in fact real. A hopping bunny all over the place bringing you candy in little baskets, because that is child abuse. If you do not tell a child that there is an Easter Bunny, then you are an abusive person.
I blocked him.
Baars, a young Reformed Presbyterian minister, and his wife, Frances, ran into trouble with their caseworker shortly after taking 2 girls, ages 3 and 4, into their home. According to Baars, she repeatedly insisted, the social worker, that she tell the girls the Easter Bunny was real. And they refused because it's not true. It's not true. You should never be forced to tell a child a lie, ever.
Ever.
All right. What's funny is that they asked the social worker, "Is the Easter Bunny real? I mean, really, like in your head?" And she's like, "Well, no, it's not real, but So the children were actually removed from the home. The agency told the Baars they would never be given children to foster again. "We want very much to be foster parents again and to help and serve children in need. They are seeking a court declaration that the Hamilton agency committed an offense to the rule of law. Judging by the assessments from child care workers, the couple was unusual but quite suitable. Derek Baars was blind from birth, was described as thoughtful and a good listener." Very interesting.
Oh my gosh.
So you would see why maybe he didn't believe in the Easter Bunny. I don't know. Franz Baars was seen as a sensitive person who therefore took care to be sensitive to other people's feelings. Trained in early childhood development, she made crafts with the girls and took them to church events or children on play dates. The agency's assessment of the couple records their prior insistence that they would not celebrate Halloween. We don't either. And their foster children out of religious, with their foster children out of religious conviction, nor would they pretend any Christmas presents came from Santa Claus. This was apparently fine. A day after the couple signed the contract with the agency, the 2 girls were placed in their care. Hamilton has a shortage of foster homes. Only when they were assigned in January, a permanent support worker, Tracy Lindsay, did the Easter Bunny issue emerge. Though the couple explained they would be happy to stage an Easter egg hunt, they could no more lie to children about the Easter Bunny than about Santa Claus. Mrs. Baars said, "Miss Lindsay informed us that it was part of our duty as foster parents to teach the girls about the giant imaginary rabbit known as the Easter Bunny because she considered it part of Canadian culture." Probably not Canadian culture. It's kind of a, North American thing that we have going on. Our little bunny rabbit is, many Christians would say, tied into, the goddesses of the egg and all that crazy stuff. We do Easter egg hunts here. But we don't tell people that the Easter Bunny is real. No. We have kids. We have kids in our lives. There's pictures and kids, and my uncle has grandkids, and they're like, our little nephews, and so they're awesome. My husband and I were confused by Miss Lindsay's insinuations that we were not meeting the child's needs since the girls were happy and content. So I thought that this was incredibly crazy, and you had these 2 social workers who need to have, new jobs. They totally need to be fired. There obviously is no Easter Bunny. So why would somebody be forced to tell somebody that Easter Bunny is real? That's not even a thing. In America, very few people believe that the Easter Bunny is real. People believe Santa Claus is real, but very few believe the Easter Bunny is actually real. All right, it's just something that brings candy. All right, so
what else do you have?
Well, on that note, I have actually something funny I wanted to bring you. Let me see if I can find it. I have this one. Did you see this one?
I did not.
Okay, so on the Easter Bunny note, there's a man in Scotland who makes these hilarious videos with his toddler.
So we're going to bring some fun stuff?
Yes, exactly.
We got some fun stuff.
Okay.
Funny.
Are you painting a face on an egg?
Yes, I am.
Have you lost your mind?
No, it's for Easter.
Oh, Easter.
Right, okay. What's wrong with Easter now?
I just don't understand what it's all about. Why do you give me chocolate?
What do you mean?
When I ask for chocolate. Mum said, no, not good for you. Sometimes you give me more chocolate so I can eat.
Like when?
Easter, Halloween, Christmas, my birthday.
Okay.
The country is gripped by obesity. Other foreign places have loads of chocolate.
I suppose you're right.
I don't get the characters either.
What characters?
The Easter characters. We learned all about Easter at nursery.
Yeah.
Our Easter Bunny and Jesus' best pal.
Well, not really.
The Easter Bunny and the Bible. Does he carry a basket of eggs all the time?
Well, the thing is, he's not really in the...
Does Jesus totally love chocolate?
Stop it! She's so cute!
What do you think Jesus' favourite chocolate is?
I don't think he had a favourite.
My favourite's pudding.
Listen, lots of people believe lots of different things, but the most important thing is that we have fun together.
Do you know what I really don't get?
What's that?
Bunnies don't even lay eggs.
Oh, I love her.
Was that not so cute?
I love her so much. You know, I don't even get
Right.
bunnies don't lay eggs. Oh no! Now you want to go to something weird.
Something really weird at the end. I think
Dang.
we're getting ready to wrap up. I'm so glad that I could do all my stories.
Listen to the Scottish girl.
I did.
again.
Actually, after that, I played a couple more. She's so cute, and that accent just drives me batty. It's just so adorable. So cute.
I was cold all alone, no place for